Now, last fall, the man and his wife had their home burglarized and ransacked, and they reported those passports stolen. They ultimately ended up finding those passports, but it was too late. Soon they were in a race against time to prove that he's an American. Henry Elvira's birth certificate lists Los Angeles as his place of birth. He grew up here, got married here, and served in the military here. But when he went to get his passport, the third one he's had in his lifetime, the State Department sent him this letter telling him to provide proof regarding the factual circumstances of his birth.
Well, you know, it was a surprise, and I think since then it's sort of become its own nightmare. It just makes you scratch your head. Why? Why now?
According to the letter from the feds, a midwife signed Henry's U.S. birth certificate, and the department has evidence that some birth attendants fraudulently registered some births. The letter asked Henry to provide a slew of documents, all of them decades old, that prove he was born in the U.S. His wife, Teresa, feared this could affect more than just his passport renewal.
Was he going to be stripped of his citizenship? We didn't know the end game.
Henry was able to provide the State Department with his military records, his report cards from a Catholic school in San Fernando, grades K through 12, his high school diploma, his baptismal certificate, his mother's U.S. birth certificate, even the deed of sale to his childhood home in LA County, listing his parents as the owners. And so once you gathered all those documents and turned them in, did you figure, okay, we're going to be good now?
We both did. We kind of took a sigh of relief.
But when the weeks passed, the couple grew nervous. They had a cruise to Canada booked for the summer. They called the cruise line to find out if Henry could still board.
She mentioned she saw something she had never seen, and that was his name and his passport issue was red flagged.
The Trump administration has been accused of targeting Hispanics born in border towns and to midwives and denying U.S. citizens passports.
We had a hard time finding the documentation they were asking for. Many may never find the documentation, and it leaves them in limbo. And we know people are being arrested and deported, and they're U.S. citizens.
The State Department tells Two on Your Side that passport applications involving birth records certified by one of those attendants accused of forging birth certificates are handled under procedures put in place in 2009, well before Trump was in office. We contacted the State Department to ask about the status of Henry's passport, and the very next day, he received a call from them saying he'd been approved.
I know it was all you. That little call started a buzz in their end because we had been sitting and waiting, and I guess maybe we were just a number to them.
And over the weekend, Henry's passport arrived in the mail, and they will be able to take that cruise in June.
Thank goodness. What would have happened had he gone to Canada and had his passport stolen? You got to get a replacement passport, and I mean, he could have been stranded.
He could have, and what their concern was that he now had this red flag on his record. So what if he gets pulled over at a traffic stop, or what if he wants to travel, you know, domestically? They just were really worried about the unknown, and they were unsettled, and that's why they contacted me, because there was no person to call, there was no one to check in with. You get this letter, you send in the documents, and you wait. And as the weeks flew by, you know, without a passport, they were not just worried about not being able to travel, they were worried that he might get kicked out of the U.S.
And he's had 2 passports before this one.
Yes.
Served
in the military. He has a job that he needed some security clearance. So, you know, and how do you prove your birth without using your birth certificate? Think about that one. Very tough to do.
No, it really is. I had to contact, well, the hospital wasn't there anymore, but I
There
did
you
have
go.
the county records, thank goodness, and they came through.
But he wasn't born at a hospital, he was
So
born to a
that's
midwife.
makes a difference. Amazing. All right, well, Kristine, thank you. Exactly. And can Two on Your Side help you? Just email Two on Your Side at cbs.com. Tell us about your problem or tweet us using the hashtag Two on Your Side, and Kristine will see what she can do to help you solve it.